when you see players in the B-Wing have 100k damage, 150k damage, 200k damage, yeah, you start to think, maybe I should fly a B-Wing. We're going to break down Zultri's build in this video. Hey, this is Time Bomb. If it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thanks a lot for joining me. Give this video a like. Let's help it get a little like spike going on. We're gonna get into 2,000 subscribers, so yeah, help me get there if you haven't done that already. Really appreciate that. So in this video, maybe you saw the Cal Cup over the weekend, or the week before the Cal Cup, a lot more B-Wings out there. B-Wings looking viable. B-Wings can come to the party. They are invited now. You gotta be careful with them, but there's definitely viability there. We saw every team from Splinter to even little old Orange Squadron run them here or there. Or wait, maybe we didn't run them. Never mind. They're very popular, and we've seen a ton of them. So I'm going to talk with Zultri here, who's having a lot of success with that, and go over his build. So we're going to get right into that. The other day we were playing, I remember the first game you got like 160k cap damage with the B-Wing.
Correct. The current record is 213k though. 213k.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, it was I couldn't believe it. Like usually, and this is all since the nerf basically happened. Have you been playing it before the nerf?
I was playing it about 3 or 4 days before the buff that they just put out.
Oh yeah, not the not the nerf, the buff. Thank you for correcting me.
Just getting ready because I was actually expecting more of a buff.
Oh yeah,
but
I mean,
yeah.
When we initially looked at it too, it did not seem like much at all. What were your initial thoughts with it?
The max speed, the boosting max speed is nice on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really notice the shields, honestly, being that much stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine it helps somewhat. It's just not as noticeable. And then the boost decay doesn't matter because of the build. So.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that when I initially looked at it, that 200 to 210 didn't really seem like that much, but I guess it actually has turned out to be more significant, and I think especially because of the unique way that you showed me anyway flying with it. I made a video on that last week, I believe, about just boosting straight rather than gasping, or skipping rather.
Correct.
And did you start doing that before it was buffed there on, or were you just since then?
I found that when I'm trying to boost skip or boost gasp in the B-Wing, the boost acceleration is so slow that it was actually just more efficient just to boost in a straight line. Mm-hmm. Just hold boost.
Mm-hmm. And I think there is like, I haven't played it enough to tell, but it seems to me like you want to have some sort of combination of that and then maybe gasping a bit too to keep energy up and then head in kind of a thing. Or do you just literally just head straight in with it?
Whenever the boost bar gets down to like 1 or 2 left, then I'll do a quick boost gasp, right? And hold the dead drift as long as I can while recharging the boost. So usually you can get it like about halfway full with 1 boost gasp, and then go back to straight boosting.
That makes sense. And when you're playing it, you're almost always working with the support with beacons and resupply as well? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems like the most efficient way to add to it. And also, do you know like the plates on the ISD and where to hit them? I guess really well. Or have you ever, or how do you plan your attacks there?
When I'm bombing ISD, I drop 2 bombs per whole section. So what I do is actually count. Mm-hmm. So I'm dropping bombs. I'm usually boosting because ISD will kill your ship really fast. So I basically just count to 3. And then drop 2 bombs. And just keep going.
And you're counting to 3 to give you the space between the sections, basically?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just to spread them out.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. All right. Well, let's get into this build then here. I got it opened up here on my screen. Pretty much what you showed me the other day. So, first of all, with the primary weapon.
So, I chose to use standard lasers on my B-Wing build, even though I'm doing cap ship damage, and technically the rotary is more cap ship damage. But I found like the proton bombs are the important part of the cap ship damage, and the lasers are more for like fending off targets on my way in. Like, even though I'm a B-Wing, like, if I'm flying by somebody on the way in, I'm going to take shots at them just to help out with, just common what you do, right?
I mean, I guess it's designed. I mean, I'm not really a big lore guy, but from what I understand, it is a dogfighting ship in lore, like, sort of ways, right? Like, so it should be able to go head to head a bit. Is that correct? Am I wrong there?
You don't want to directly engage anybody. If somebody starts shooting at you when you're in a B-Wing, this build in particular, you basically just fly evasive and call for some fighter cover. Like, yes, you could probably win a joust, but after that point, you're going to have to burn a resupply.
Right. And that's not
from your support.
And that's not the intention of this build.
Correct, which is 10 proton bombs.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about the left auxiliary then.
The left auxiliary is just gyro. And the reason for gyro is 10 proton bombs instead of 5.
Exactly, which brings us to our right auxiliary. You're carrying those 10 proton bombs.
Correct. The reason for proton bombs is proton bombs do a ton of cap ship damage really fast.
So it is... Am I correct if it's 11k damage for 10 dropped, or what is the output?
It's 1,100 per bomb.
So yeah.
So
11,000. And then
11,000.
Basically, when you drop those 10 bombs, you're taking out approximately 10% of the health of the ISD. Something in that neighborhood.
Something in that area. Yeah.
Something in there. Maybe closer to like whatever it is, 7.5 or something. But yeah, I think it's 75,000 total. Something in that neighborhood anyway.
I found for like the biggest numbers when bombing the ISD itself, those turret banks on the back beside the bridge on each side? Those are great.
Okay.
Those turrets are great cap ship damage.
All those. And of course,
you get the turret kills and the bombs damage.
And yeah, you're taking out, Corvette Raiders, you're taking out frigates, you're you're just doing damage all over the place to get 216.
Correct. That was fun.
And I'm going to assume you're not going to do anything wild with countermeasures, probably just using particle burst.
Yes, particle burst, because it's fun to park in a cloud of particles while you drop bombs.
Keep you safe a little bit there. And for hull section...
Hull section, I just run the standard hull, because I don't want to take a health hit in any direction. There's no way to increase my HP, so I don't want to take a loss in hull strength.
That makes sense. And then for your shield, you're using...
For my shield, I know I mentioned standard shield, but I've actually switched to conversion now. Because, yet again, I realized lasers don't matter, so that seconds of invulnerability is more time for my support to resupply me for more bombs. Basically.
And that's really what it's all about, just staying alive so you can do additional runs with those bomb drops.
Correct.
And then for the engine that you're using?
I'm currently running with Slam. I have been testing thrust engine, but I don't feel like if I'm under propulsion, I'm typically boosting. So I like to keep the Slam because it keeps me more nimble when I'm flying evasively.
And I mean, how often are you dying as well when you're like getting these 216k rounds?
Like 7 to 9 a match, if it's a tough match. Which seems like a lot, but when we're talking cap ship damage in the 150k plus, it's, if you do the math, it works out to somewhere around, as long as you're getting about 15k per life, you're pretty good. So that makes any sense?
No, I think I understand what you're saying. No, my other question would be, when you're saying when you're playing against good people, so how viable of a strategy do you think this is in a higher level play?
We've run it in a few scrims, and it's been pretty successful. We did some internal scrims tonight, and we won all our New Republic matches running B-Wing. The new Randalorian squad Baywatch, I pulled it out on them last night. That was fun.
I mean, we played you 3 times in a row. Crazy that you got New Republic 3 times in a row, and you guys beat us 2 times. And like, I mean, the first time I was kind of like, okay, that's wild. Second time we were focused on it, and it still happened. And then the third time we won. Like, it shouldn't. You know what I mean? It was pretty crazy to me that it happened that way.
We've made a few adjustments to the strategy as well. So what we're currently doing with it is when we go on offense, we'll have either 3 fighters or interceptors, right? And they will all feint like we're attacking with the cruiser and go like to Charlie. Wherever the cruiser is not is actually where me and the support are going, because we don't need anybody else to do cap ship doing it this way.
Yeah, totally.
And like so I found it works really good on maps like Nadiri in particular.
Oh yeah, anytime the frigates cruisers are separated a bit more on the map rather than close together, that would definitely get it done. That makes sense. That's pretty much everything I wanted to go over with it. Thanks a lot for breaking down your build here, Zultri, and good luck in Cal Cup and everything moving forward.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and also give a shout out here to your Twitch or any other socials.
So it's just Zultri on Twitch, and that's basically it. I don't do a ton of social media.
Thanks again for being on, buddy.
No worries.
Thanks a lot for checking out this video. I'm Time Bomb. You guys are awesome. Give it a like. Work on that like spike. Hit that subscribe. Help me get to 2K. Really appreciate all that. You guys are awesome. I'm Time Bomb. Both of those things will continue to be true. I will catch you guys later.
Boom, boom.